Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to mute everyone now. If you have anything, you raise your hand and I would unmute you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Great. Tonight we'll be talking about NFTs. I'm going to share my slide now, my screen, so that everyone will see. Yes. I will unmute so that I'll be sure everyone is seeing my screen now. Please, can we indicate if we can see the screen? Hello, can you all see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen, sir.
So what can you see?
Work. What is
What
NFT?
is NFT and how does NFT work?
Great. So that is my presentation. Let me admit someone and we'll start. So today we are talking about NFTs. And I pray everyone takes this class very serious. I don't know how I said this thing and I have to keep admitting people. I think after now I'll stop. I'll just have to start. I need everybody to take this very serious. It's been around for long, but the whole booze actually started around 2020 when a lot of people with big cash started paying attention to it. If you look at CryptoPunks, it's actually dated around 2017, and it didn't mean anything then. And then the first sale for some of them was around $17. But the lowest CryptoPunk you can get now is around 300 and something $1,000. And these big sales actually happened during from 2020 to 2021. So that's how we started hearing about some of these big NFTs. Okay. Now, what is NFT and how does NFT work? Imagine buying a digital artwork on the internet at a reasonable price and getting a unique digital token known as an NFT, which proves your authority over the artwork you bought. Wouldn't it be great? And before I go into reading this out, because I'm going to give you this, you just have to understand that these are just theory. What matters is the practical, and the practical is how we are going to buy these NFTs using the Verve platform. And this is an ongoing training. That's why I even gave the link to people in the mastermind, both those who have not paid. So it will be an ongoing training wherein we'll be looking into all the NFT platforms and how we can be able to make good money out of it. I'll tell you the ones I've made money from, the ones that I have prospects in, okay? Because the truth is, I listed the plan for bear market for you guys, and I said NFT is number one, right? Futures trading is number two. Then number three, I don't know if anybody can remind me, but I know number four is any other new trend, because trends will keep coming. If you look at the trends that we had now, sports is one of them. You just buy and keep as an investor and you make a lot of money. And then we have people who made serious money from shit coins. Okay, people made serious money from shit coins. But we all know, if you've been in this industry for long and you've seen like bear and bull market for, let's say, 3 times at least, you would know that shit coins don't do so well during the bear market, except the trends will change. So you have to know, actually read, the market and know what will actually work, because bear market is actually a very terrible period wherein newbies will get hot so well. That is when you will know whether you have mastered this industry, because it's not only to survive in bull market, it is bear market that will now show you where, test what you're made of from this industry, and you get to know whether you've actually paid attention to learning, to upgrading yourself, or you are carried away by the euphoria of making money during the bull market, which eventually might be taken away from you during the bear market if you don't know what you're doing. So take this training very serious, because I am seeing a trend that is going to be very big during the bear market. The reason why I say that is because I feel that during the bear market, it's possible that most of these exchanges are going to reduce how they mint these NFTs. And that is why we are going through the training, for you to discover the platforms that you need to be on. Okay. Yes, the trends for CryptoPunks and some of these big ones have passed. We cannot go and start buying NFTs for $1.something million, $300,000, $800,000 right now, except any of you have the money. Okay, you will still make your money from those platforms, but you have to still be very careful. But we have platforms where we can buy NFTs for $500, $200, $60, and even as low as $1. In fact, in Bev, as you are going to discover, you will see some NFTs that were minted and sold for $1 that are currently selling as high as $800. So let me continue with my slide, so you know the theory, and which is going to help you in the practical when we get there. Let me admit someone, please. Okay, so let me get the feedback. Everyone here, can you all hear me? My voice is clear, right?
Yes, you are very clear, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and mute everyone again. Okay, so NFTs are currently taking the digital arts and collectible world by storm. When everyone worldwide believes Bitcoin as the digital answer to currency, NFTs are now pitched as the digital answer to collectibles. Digital artists see their lives changing thanks to massive sales to a new crypto audience. If you are interested and want to explore more about what an NFT is, then you are in the right training. Now, let me give you an instance into what you are learning today. Previously, in the art world, what people do is like the Mona Lisa painting, is for artists to now, present their work, and it will be taken to an auction, and then art collectors will come and bid on them and buy these arts, take them home, and anytime they want, they can also take it back to auction and say, okay, this is where my bid price will start from, and then people will bid again, and he will make profit out of it. And if you follow Jay-Z, I love him so much, and I follow him. I think he was the first billionaire in music before we now had the likes of Kanye West, who is also doing excellently well now. So you understand that he's also into the world of art collection. He collects art, and in one of his songs, he will tell you, he bought something for 1 million, and then that stuff turned into 5 million. That's an art that he bought. So that's how the art world works. But unfortunately, it did not present, the opportunity was not there for you and I to penetrate into that world. It now became an exclusive reserve for the rich and wealthy. Exactly what is going on with CryptoPunk now and some of the NFT platforms, NFTs that were minted back in the days that has already been hijacked. The prices are so high that you and I cannot easily accessed, even if we have the money. But it doesn't make sense to like take all your money and go and put into just one art. Okay. Now, it's always good to diversify your portfolio. Now, look at NFTs as now a digital version of what this rich and mighty we are doing before offline. Okay. So artists can now decide to, bring their arts online, bring a copy of their arts online and give like an authenticity to it, which shows that whoever has that online version has claim, right, to that particular art. You understand that now? And this is made possible using the Ethereum blockchain. Because once it is stored on the blockchain, it is believed that it cannot be altered and that originality can be proved. Okay. So what is NFT? NFT stands for a non-fungible token, which means it can neither be replaced nor interchanged because it has unique properties. So it is not like normal Bitcoin and other altcoins that can be changed for another token or another coin. NFTs cannot be changed. They cannot be interchanged. It is non-fungible. And some of the features are that it's a digital asset. NFT is a digital asset that represents internet collectibles like art, music, and games with an authentic certificate. It does not just, it is not just art, music, and games. We also have things like sneakers. Now they sell sneakers using NFT. Someone can decide to like craft a particular sneaker and decide to sell it as an NFT, and then whoever buys it can probably take it offline and duplicate it and start selling, something like that, because that is the work of art. You know that what Kanye West did is because he's an artist. He knows how to like craft these designs and he brought it, into fruition, and some companies bought in, and we now have the Yeezy brand. I think that was what helped become a billionaire, right? This everyone keep joining. It's not conducive for me. Okay. So another feature of NFT is that it is unique. It cannot be forged or otherwise manipulated because it is stored on the blockchain. And another one is exchange. NFT exchanges take place in cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Gems, etc. on specialist sites. So some of these sites are what we are going to look into, but we are going to focus tonight on Verve platform. Now, CryptoPunks is a remarkable example of NFT. It enables you to buy, sell, and store 10,000 collectibles with proof of ownership. So what these CryptoPunk guys did was they minted 10,000 collectibles, only 10,000. And as of today, if you go to their website, none of them, I think the list of this CryptoPunk, this 10,000 CryptoPunk that was minted in 2017, the list is sold for $300,000 plus. Go and check it. Okay. And this is something that Nisha said, like the first sale that happened was around $17 if you check, because it will show you on the Ethereum blockchain everything, how, the change of ownership, who bidded, how much was bidded, what was the sell price, till date. It will show you the history, how it passed from hand to hand to hand till we got to that. Some of them are selling as high as $2 million. Okay, for CryptoPunks. I think that is one of the NFTs that has done excellently well. But right now, we cannot catch up with the CryptoPunks except you are ultra rich, right? But we can still catch up with other platforms that are already licensing exclusive and premium arts from known artists, and Verve is one of them. So how does NFT work? Now that you've begun understanding, oh God, how can I solve this problem? Okay, is there a way I can set this so that people can just join automatically without me having to add them? Anyone? Is there a way?
I think there is. I'm just trying to see if from the chat settings.
Just check the settings, I think. Because I can't keep accepting people in, I'm going to probably ignore it and continue this training. I can't keep doing that. It's distracting me. Okay, let me continue. If anyone gets a solution to that, please call my attention to it. Okay, so the majority of NFTs reside on the Ethereum cryptocurrency blockchain, a distributed public ledger that records transactions. If you've taken classes on the blockchain and cryptocurrency, you will know the position of Ethereum blockchain, as a store of value where people can come and build something upon. So a lot of these NFTs were actually built on the Ethereum blockchain. So NFTs are individual tokens with valuable information stored in them. Because they hold a value primarily set by the market and demand, they can be bought and sold just like other physical types of art. NFTs unique data makes it easy to verify and validate their ownerships and the transfer of tokens between owners. So if you actually check the CryptoPunk I talked about, you are going to see the history of each and every art that has been minted by CryptoPunks. Like I told you, they minted 10,000, and they have not added they have not added anyone since 2017. So people kept bidding and buying and selling this art till the lowest one now is sitting around $300,000 plus. Okay. Okay, so examples of NFT. The NFT world is relatively new to people. Here are some examples of NFTs that exist today. Now, the first one is digital collectible. Second one is domain names. Another one is games. Another one is aces. And we have sneakers in fashion line. There are so many of them and new ones are coming up, but we are paying attention to digital collectibles. Okay, we are paying attention to digital collectibles. The domain name one is not yet too popular like that. Okay, the games is also very popular. That's where we have the Axie. If you know about AXS, they are into NFTs and games, right? So that is actually what they did. Like you can hunt for materials to use in building your own game, and you can sell these things in their platform. So that was actually what fueled the movement of AXS, and I believe that most of us here benefited from AXS. It actually made me good money. Then we also have ACs. There's a particular platform where people can actually sell their aces, okay, in form of NFTs. Then sneakers. This one is relatively new, okay. And on that game, I don't know if this is where it fell. This particular one fall under. There's this new platform that was launched with the Basketball Association in the US. What is it even called? They launched it in such a way that someone like LeBron James, his dunks, they just videoed all his dunks and they now, created this in form of an NFT that moment and, duplicated, pushed it into the blockchain and people can buy these things, these moments as an NFT and sell. It's crazy what you see in the world of NFT is actually very crazy. So I believe that it was also crazy when people were buying arts, like just see some pictures, like the Mona Lisa picture. If you don't appreciate art, you're not going to appreciate that picture. But it's for people who appreciate arts, and if they tell you how much they sell this art, you are like, where do people derive this value from? So you're going to see crazy things in the world of NFTs. But the good thing is, let us look at it from the angle of creators, intellectual properties. Some of these creators are actually dying because there's no way for them to monetize their art. To be an artist is a skill. It is something that is supposed to fit you, something that is supposed to make you comfortable, wealthy, right? But a lot of people are actually, dying of hunger, even when they have skills that they came with. Some developed it, some it was innate in them. So, but NFT is going to help a lot of them make a lot of money. So, as we are in this training, if you're an artist, you're a musician, you can write, you can draw, you can show your work out there. There's a lot of platforms where you can mint those work and publish, and people will actually bid to buy and sell, and you have a percentage of the sell. Okay, so that is why we're taking this training, but this is not the final training, because we're going to keep training till we get to that stage where you learn how to mint your own NFTs. Okay, for artists. Personally, I'm not an artist. If I'm doing it, it's just probably for money making. But now I am a collector. I buy arts from artists. Okay, so if you're an artist, you might want to follow that line to mint your own arts and sell in some of these platforms. Okay, let me give you an instance. If you come to Nollywood in Nigeria, Nollywood was actually so down that they were not making money. Some of them were not like they were not making money, but not good money, right? Because people steal their intellectual property. People duplicate these movies and just sell it to people, or rent it out. Then they started fighting piracy, but they did not win that war. And Nollywood did not really succeed that much until some of these actors started working with Netflix, and they started seeing something tangible for their work. But those who still stick to Nollywood, most of them entered into music. Some of them are social media influencers. That's how they make their money. But their movies do not really make them that much money. So we are talking about people who are artists. They need, there has to be a way to protect their intellectual property. There has to be a way to protect their art. And the blockchain is that way. Okay, it's just for people to be creative enough to think of a way to store this value on the blockchain, create a buzz around it for others to, come to bid for these intellectual properties. And when people buy and sell them, they make their money. Okay, so what is NFT used for? People interested in crypto trading and people who like to collect artwork often use NFTs. Other than that, it has some other use cases too, like one, digital content. The most significant use of NFTs today is in digital content. Content creators see their profits enhanced by NFTs as they power a creator economy where creators have the ownership of their content. Okay, hand the ownership of their content over to the platform they use to publicize it. Now, another use case is gaming items. NFTs have seen a lot of interest from game developers. NFTs can provide a lot of benefits to the players. You can buy items for your game, and when you are done with that, you can recoup your money by selling them. And I told you one of the platforms that does this is Axie. If you know about Axie, it made us a lot of money in trading. But unfortunately, I did not pay attention to the platform. Okay, on time. I did not pay attention to the platform because what actually fueled the move in Axie was as a result of the trades that we are going on, the use case for their token. Okay, so let me take a little bit to get to feedback. I hope we are getting it. Is my voice still clear?
Yeah, very clear.
Yes, sir. It's still clear, sir.
Okay. Okay, so another use case is investment and collaterals. Both NFT and DeFi, that's decentralized finance, share the same infrastructure. DeFi applications let you borrow money by using collateral. NFT and DeFi both work together to explore using NFTs as collateral in state. So you know that DeFi, decentralized finance, helped to move the issue of collaterals online. That means you could use some of your tokens as collaterals to collect loan, okay, on the Nft platform. Now, in terms of collaterals, NFTs can also be used as a collateral. So if I have an NFT like a CryptoPunk, and my CryptoPunk is currently being bid at the current bid is at, let's say, $400,000, and maybe I want to take a loan of, let's say, $100,000. I can stake that my NFT as a collateral to collect loan on the Nft platform. Okay, so these are some stuff that you could just look into yourself. Though I'm not a fan of loans, right? Even though when you read books, they say it is good if you know how to manage it, you can use it to build wealth. Okay, but if you don't know how to use it, it's best to stay away from it. Now, one of the most popular non-fungible tokens in recent days is NBA Top Shot, which I have talked about before. A partnership between Dapper Labs, makers of the CryptoKitties game, and the National Basketball Association, that's NBA. The NBA licenses individual highlight video reels, among other content, to Dapper Labs, and they digitize the footage and make it available for sale to consumers. Each reel shows a video clip, such as a famous player's basketball dunk, some featuring different angles and digital artwork to make them unique. Even if someone made a perfect copy of the video, it can be instantly recognizable as a counterfeit. The venture has already generated $230 million in sales, and the company just also received $305 million in funding from a group that includes Michael Jordan and Kevin Durant. They're all basketballers. Now, these video reels are selling at high prices. Among the most popular is LeBron James' Cosmic Dunk. You could check all these things on YouTube. You'll see them all. But we are saying that the platform itself, that's NBA, now did this thing themselves, licensed it. Okay, they licensed it and put it on the blockchain for people to buy those moments. Okay, now LeBron James, remember, when it comes to art, sometimes you could just buy something to be able to relive what whoever has had that lived in, or what the person thought about. That's like when you buy books to read, you want to go into the mind of the author, if the person is dead, to know how the person thought, how the person behaved, how what are the habits the person had that made him or her to achieve what he or she achieved. Now, that's the same thing when you talk about things like when people bidded for Michael Jackson's hand glove. They just wanted to feel how this guy felt when he was alive and stuff. It's crazy, actually, but you don't blame people for their cravings. Anybody can have whatever craving he or she wants. So when you look at this one, to me, it's a crazy idea. But the people who are actually buying into this don't see it like that. I cannot go into this particular one because I don't appreciate it that much. But if you are like a sports person, a basketballer, you could also look into this. But it's super expensive, like right now. Like the LeBron James Cosmic Dunk sold for $208,000. So whoever bought this is definitely going to place a higher price on this. That's how it's going to keep rising. Okay. Now, I'm not going to read all this out, but that just shows you what's obtainable in NFTs. It's not just about digital collectibles, like most of us know. A lot of other things are going on the background, and that is why you're here to get to know about them. Now, how to buy NFTs? You need a digital wallet that allows you to store your NFTs and cryptocurrencies. Then you need to purchase some cryptocurrency depending on what currencies your NFT provider accepts, most likely Ether, though the platform we are going to use accepts what we call GEM. Okay, you can use platforms like OpenSea, Coinbase, Kraken, PayPal, etc. to buy cryptocurrencies. Then you will be able to move it from the exchange to your wallet of choice. Keep in mind that most exchanges charge at least a percentage of your transaction as fees when you buy crypto. Okay, but the most important one is to know is about gas fee. Ethereum has not solved that problem yet. They keep promising us, but as the days go by, it keeps becoming more expensive. Okay, that's why I like Verve, because even though to deposit Google Pay is actually expensive in terms of fee, but the gems itself, there's nothing like gas fee and stuff. One gem is equal to $1. Now, popular NFT platforms you need to look into: NFT marketplace. We have Rarible. We have OpenSea. OpenSea is actually like the most popular right now. It's very big, very robust, and you need to check it out. Then we have Verve, which is the one we are going to learn today. We have Foundation, we have Super Rare, we have Nifty Gateway, NBA Top Shots, Axie Infinity, which is the one I told you about for gamers. Then we have Mintable. There are so many of them. In fact, most of the exchanges now have an NFT marketplace. So you see, in this craziness, you will need to take your time to study and know which of them is going to survive, because a lot will fade out, right? A lot will fade out with time. But which of them is going to survive the craziness? Because if it is whether NFTs is here to stay, it is here to stay. But if it is whether all of them will survive, it is not possible. Just like when the dot-com boom came, a lot of companies were springing up doing, serious gains. And then today, most of them are dead. Just few that survived it. So the job of an investor is to study and to take risk and pray and believe that your risk is going to pay off, that you're going to like enter into the right platform, and you're going to buy the right NFTs for the future. I'm not teaching you so that you make money for tomorrow, for immediate quick profit. No, we are talking about holding these things for long term. Okay. What is the future of NFT? NFT has enhanced media exposure and special perks for aspiring artists on social media. Recently, Jack Dorsey, the CEO and co-founder of Twitter, with his very first famous tweet, just setting up my Twitter, and Vignesh Sundaresan, famously known as Metakovan, bought $9.3 million worth of NFT art on Beeple. Okay, for the Twitter co-founder, I think there was a time it was rumored that he wanted to sell his very first tweet as an NFT. I don't know if it was sold, but I'll check that out. Okay, but he wanted to sell that first tweet, and even Elon Musk also wants to go into NFT right now. These are like their arts. That first tweet means a lot to him. It was actually like the first tweet that was on Twitter, on the platform, before the platform became what it is today, right? So that means a lot to him, and he can mint it as an NFT, and people will start buying it. Okay. Owing to its increasing popularity, people are now willing to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for NFTs. Like David Gerard, author of Attack of the 50-Foot Blockchain, many experts in the crypto industry say that around 40% of new crypto users will use NFTs as their entry point. This is very huge. Highlight this. Around 40% of new crypto users will use NFTs as their entry point. You know that recently, the entry point for people who are coming into crypto is shitcoins. Recently, especially in Africa, most of them coming into the industry, they just enter into shitcoin, throw in $1,000, $5,000, and then some of them become millionaires overnight, right? And I'm just telling you now that in the future, NFTs will be like the entry point for newbies, around 40% of new crypto users. So imagine when these people start coming in, and you saw what happened with shitcoin, because they had a lot of community, they had a lot of people who are putting in those tiny bits that means a whole lot, right? And that is how coins like Shiba Inu, came out. All these meme coins. that do not really have like big time use case like most of the other altcoins, but they did a lot of move because the community behind them are diehard fans. Diehard fans in the sense that these people don't even research. Their own is just to believe in it, put their money, have faith in it, and it's going to work out. Okay? Like some of them, no matter what you tell them now, their own is that Shiba Inu is going to hit $1. It's just like what we had, those kind of feelings we had with Ripple back in the days. But today, Ripple has not hit that $3 again. So be very, very careful. As you're making money with your shit coins, just know when to exit. Okay? Know when to exit and know if it is a product, a project that you are willing to live for the future, because most of them will never come back to this their all-time high. But it is very simple. When you cash out, take out your profit, take out your capital, take some profit. You can now leave some. Whatever happens tomorrow, you are not losing. Okay, that's how to play it. As a result of its growing popularity, NFT could represent a more significant part of the digital economy in the future. Now, how to use the Verve platform. Verve is a digital collectible platform that helps you buy and sell NFTs. Verve digital collectibles come in limited edition releases, can be purchased, sold and traded, upgraded and customized, placed in virtual showrooms, shared on social platforms and more, all through the Verve app. Okay, so this is the live session. We're going to go over to the live session. I'm going to unmute you all so that anyone who has any question can ask now before we go to the live section of how to use the Verve app. So is there any question? Any question?
No question from my end.
Hello, any question?
Right on, right on.
Okay. So I'll probably leave this on. Please, if your background is noisy, you can mute yourself. Okay, I'll leave it because this is the live session, so you can be able to ask or mute anytime and ask question. So Verve platform is an NFT marketplace, right? That I so much love, not because it is perfect. It still has its own issues. But the reason why I took it as the first marketplace to teach, to share with you guys, is because they have tried at least to bring in known brands, big brands that are known, okay? That if tomorrow this industry, you start, sieving out the touts from the real thing, I believe that a lot of NFTs from the Verve platform is going to survive. Okay, so pay close attention to it. We also have OpenSea. OpenSea is big, but just like in every other big marketplace, there are junks and there are good stuffs there. So it is now your duty to be able to now discover which one are the good stuff. But as it is now with Verve, at least 80% are all good stuff. In fact, all of them are good stuff because they are coming from known brands. But what we just have to do now is to understand how the platform works, to be able to still pick out, the best of the best from the platform and keep for the future. That's where you get to understand that there are stuff like secret rare, ultra rare, rare, common, uncommon. So we can just go and fill up our portfolio with common NFTs because there are so many of them. So if there are so many of them, it's possible that tomorrow the price might not appreciate that much. But if you have things like ultra rare, secret rare, that are very little, there are not many of them, then people will keep bidding for them, and price will keep going up. So all you need to do is to have patience with your art, and you make a lot of money in the future. But do not give up, because if CryptoPunk that minted 10,000 units in 2017, and the lowest is sold for over $300,000 right now, then I don't think that it is not possible for even common NFTs on web platforms to hit let's say $20,000 and above, if this industry keeps going the way it is going now. Okay, there's a lot of money hanging in the air, and you just need to pick them over the years. If you've not made money in crypto space, you don't have to kill yourself. Just have patience and believe. There's one thing that founder of Binance said. He said that most of the time, the only thing you just need to do is to be there. Once you're there, you are going to be successful in it. It doesn't matter how long it takes. When it comes to the .com, the internet, Facebook did not come early. It was not early, but it's one of the leaders in the industry now. Yes, they are not the infrastructure back in the days, but today there's a lot of things that you cannot do without Facebook, right? But the people who built the infrastructure, Facebook leveraged on them, and today they have joined in the internet infrastructure themselves. When did they come? I think it was 2003 or thereabouts, and they still dominated. So they didn't say stuff like, oh, this industry is already saturated. When the dot-com boom started in the 90s, right? And they came in the 2000s, and they still dominated. So do not give up. All you need to do is to be here, follow trend. As a trend comes, study, okay? Be among the early birds. I think the NFT wave is still early. You're still among the early bird. You just need to make the right decisions now. A lot of people have made good money from it, yes, but you are like the second wave now. You need to research very well. You need to buy the right art. You need to have patience, just like those initial people, the first people who started, collecting when people never believed in it, had patience, and they've cashed out now, and a lot of them are still holding till date. So let's go over to Vev. I'm going to open my Vev app now. If you don't have Vev, you just go to Play Store, or if you're using iPhone, you go to your App Store and download Vev. You register. I'm not sure there's verification on Vev. Just register, and you can start using the platform. So please, what can you see? Can you see my screen? What can you see, please? Hello?
We can see your screen, James.
James, good. So once you open the app, you click on start collecting. As you can see, 1 gem equal to $1. 1 gem equal to $1. Gems are the in-app currency. You can add gems to your wallet or buy gems during any purchase. So we click on start collecting. So once you are inside the app, you look at the menus. The first menu here is the store. And this is very, very important. If you look at the store, on top, we have digital collectibles. You can browse. You could look at the drops. The drops are like the new ones that are being minted for the first time for people, millions of people to come and try to buy. Okay. Then we have the new, and we have the coming. Then the brands. You could just check them by brands. If I click on this brand, you see the brands that are here. Adventure Time. For people who watch movies, for people who are, current in some of these brands, I don't really pay so much attention, but I know that some of them, I know them from when I was still young, okay? We have the Adventure Time, that's a brand. Ultraman, Back to the Future, Back to the Future 2. We have the Batman, black and white, Bombshell, Call of Captain America. I know most of you will know Captain America. We have the Cartoon Network. I know most of you know Cartoon Network, the brand. The Serial Killers, Chosum Inc., Choices, Nondo, Cryptskin, they do exist, okay? Cryptozoic, Day of the Dead. Most of you will know about Day of the Dead. Cover Girl, Direct, Disney. Most of you know about Disney, right? Golden Moments, also a very big brand. Kozik, Givenchy, a big brand. Ghostbuster, I don't know about that. Black, White, Red. But the hallmark of Banvel is a big brand. The hallmark of it all is that No Time to Die. I think this is from a movie. I think, yes. The hallmark Spider-Man. The hallmark of it all is that what Vive has been able to do is that they brought in big brands. Big brand. Universe is a movie brand, right? You could just click on any of them and see the NFTs from these platforms. Like this is Universe, okay? And part of the NFTs is Back to the Future. I think that's a movie, okay? So these are like the cars that were used in the movie, I think, in the early morning of this, blah, blah, blah. You could just read about it. You see, it is common. This one is common and it was sold out. Rare, ultra rare. If I click on the ultra rare, we'll get to see what the price is now. The current price now is 99.99. Okay. Let me see what they're selling it. No, the current price now is 428. It was listed for 99.99, but they are selling it now for 428. And it was listed on which date? 8 April 2021. Okay, it has not really appreciated that much, but what matters is as you go through the brand, you will now see which of the brand appreciates more than the other. You pay close attention to collecting more ads from that brand. So let's go back to store. Okay, another thing you could look at from store is the drops. When you click on the drops, these are like new ads that are coming up, and this is where you have to pay very close attention. All you need to get this drop is very fast internet, and you have to be very smart about it. Now, November 12th, this is Disney. Well, today's date is what? 12. Let me click on Disney. I think there was a particular one. It's sold out. Sold out already. This was sold today, right? Now let's go to the marketplace. It was listed for 333 gem. I think this is what I even showed you guys. There's a particular one I showed you in the group. Now let's see what it is selling at now. Something that was listed today, right? For 333 gem. The lowest person that wants to sell now, that if you want to buy this art now, you have to buy for 2.4 thousand gem. That's $2,400. That's what it means, because one gem is equal to $1. So imagine if by 9 o'clock, it's usually listed by 9 Nigerian time, you rushed and you kept clicking and you were among the lucky guys to pick one or two or three or of this gem, and you list them. Percentage profit, that is for quick profit. Oh, I am not telling you, I'm not teaching you so you'll be a quick profit guy. You could play it two ways. Have some portfolio for quick profit, have some for long term. Me, I collect for long term. I don't care if it comes down. I don't. Because if you look at CryptoPunks cannot even be compared to what Vive is doing now. Those are just some shitty art that does not even look good. But what Vive is doing is they build their platform using V. Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. It's back,
Yes, you can hear me, right?
but it's still cracking.
Okay, I was talking about the drops. I think them Nigerian time, but I think some can also come before that time, after that time. So just check the timing on the platform. So let's look at the coming soon. When you go to the drops, you see the coming soon. You click on this particular one. I've just closed. Sorry. My home internet is disconnected, and it looks like my mobile internet is not too strong enough for Verve. So, but it's part of the game. You have to know that this app needs fast internet. It needs a very fast internet. As you can see now, it's taking time to load because I'm using my mobile internet. Hello.
Yeah, we are with you, sir.
Okay. So you look at the coming soon. When you click on it, you see the date. It will drop. November. It's today actually, 3 p.m. PST. You can search that on Google to convert it to your own time zone. But if you look closely, you see it drops in 1 hour, 54 minutes, 22 seconds. So I don't know if this training should finish before then. So you could probably load up your gem and try to buy this. Okay. The list price is 77 gem. If I click on buy now, you will see that it will say this collectible is not yet available to purchase. Okay. This particular collectible now, you could just buy it for this 77 gem and immediately it could turn to $1,000, $2,000. Yes, it's possible. So pay very, very close attention to Vive. Pay very, very close attention to it. Okay. Now, how do you buy these things? Remember that some of these NFTs, they're minted, let's say, 1,000, and there are like 1 million people who are, scampering to buy these NFTs, even those who are using bots. So the determining factor now is two things. One, how fast you are. You need to start clicking even before the timer hits 0. When the timer starts counting 5 seconds, just start clicking on that. But even if there is no button there, just start clicking. You already know where the button is. Okay, you start clicking till the timer counts down to 0, and you might be lucky to buy. Then the second determining factor is fast internet. You need a very fast internet because you are competing with like thousands of people all around the world with different internet. So you need to be fast. Okay, your internet needs to be fast. Then the third determining factor is luck. It's pure luck. Because if you have 1,000 pieces of something and there are 500,000 persons who want that particular thing, it is pure luck. Because if you are able to get it, it is luck. It is luck because there are a lot of people who are also wanting to do that. Except there is like a lay down rule, maybe like in studies, for people to read and stuff. But this particular one, no, it's just for you to work. So please pause your audio. It's making noise, please. Okay, let me go back to shop. I think I've showed you most of the things in shop. The most important thing here in shop is coming soon. Always click on it to check what and what is being listed for sale. Check the timing, follow the timing, be there on time, and try to be lucky. Yes.
We can't see your screen.
You can't see my screen?
Yeah, you stop sharing.
Okay. Let me share again. Can you see it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you look at the latest drop, these are like the drops that have been sold out, where you can buy them. This particular drop was sold for 333 gem, and it was on 12th November. I think that was today, right? And you cannot buy it again because it's already sold out, but you can buy in the market. So when you go to the market, it's 239 was actually listed for sale. You see now, it was 2.4 thousand gem before. Now it's 2.5 thousand gem. So it keeps appreciating. For anybody who wants quick profit, something you bought for $300 plus, you are selling for $2,000 plus. That is quick profit. So if you are able to get any of these gem, any of these collectibles, NFTs, you are going to make quick profits if that's what you want. But I tell you the truth, you need to keep these things for long term, especially if you are able to get the good ones. Like this particular one is ultra rare, which is something I'm going to teach you within this course. Okay, let's go back to store. Now we also have featured drops like this dragon gear. Let's look at it. It's common. It's common actually. It's sold for 49.99 gem. It was actually listed for 49.99 gem. So let's go to the market and see how much they are selling it. They are selling for 90. The lowest one is 90 gem. So if you want to buy this dragon gear now, you buy it for 90 gem, which means the person has made some profit because he or she bought it as when it was listed on 13th May for 49.99 gem. Now you see the appreciation is very small, you know, judging based on when the drop happened. You know the reason? Because it's a common NFT. It is common. So I'm going to show you, you know, the ones that you need to be paying close attention to, even though it is more expensive, but it will give you more profit. So let's go to that. Let me even show you that now. When you go to market and you click on search, this is this. Yes, so let me say this. On this filter here, I want to show you something. Okay, I don't need to use this to show you that. I'll still find that out. Now, if you come to Vev, there are hierarchy in drops. The highest drop is what we call secret rare. Secret rare. It is the highest one. Secret rare. It is the highest one. If you are able to get a secret rare, you are sure of very big profit, like very big profit. If you're able to get a secret rare. Okay. Now the second one is what we call ultra rare. Ultra rare means that it is very rare. That particular art is very, very rare. Okay. Then we now have the rare. The rare is the third one. Then after the rare, we have the uncommon. After the uncommon, we have the common. The common is the least. Okay. Based on rarity. Okay, this is where it is here. If you look at my screen, you see the rarity filter. The first one is the secret rare. It is the highest. The second one is the ultra rare. The third one is the rare. The fourth one is the uncommon, and the fifth one is the common. Okay. The one that will give you the highest profit is the secret rare, followed by the ultra rare, followed by the rare, the uncommon, and the last one, the common. So let's just do a filter for just secret rare and apply. Let me show you an example of some secret rare. This is a secret rare here, no time today. Sorry for my internet. think my internet is slow this night. That's not so good. So please look very closely. Look at this alligator Loki. Can you see that? It's a secret rare NFT. Can you see it?
Yeah, we can see.
Okay, it was listed for 250 gems. That's $250. So we have to look at the market to see how much it is selling right now. The internet is still slow because it's supposed to show the markets like how much I've connected, and it's still slow. Maybe I should restart my stuff. It's slow. Let me restart my view. The app actually needs very fast internet. So you have to make sure your internet is very fast to be able to use this app actually. I don't know why my internet is just slow today. This is from the app. Okay, this is a try I'm looking for. Okay, let me even show you the alligator Loki, the ultra. This app is my phone. I think it's because of the drop that is coming up. Can we hear me? Can you all hear me? It's because of the drop that is coming up. There's a lot of people on this app right now. So it is slow. I don't think it's my internet. If it's my internet, Zoom will not be connecting like this. So I think it's because of the drop that is coming. So that's part of the problem. A lot of people are on this app now trying to buy that particular drop. The reason is because that drop is an ultra rare. And whenever you get an ultra rare, that is like a gold. It will give you like good profits. So a lot of people want to buy that particular NFT right now. So you see, even with my internet here, which is a fiber optic, my app is still slowing down. But the good thing is, whenever a drop is coming up, do not close your app. Leave it on like that and keep looking at the timer. If you want to refresh it, maybe to see the time, just draw down your app, it will refresh. You don't need to close the app and open it again. If you do that, it is possible that it might not open. It will just keep loading. Okay. So I think I know why this app is slow now, because a lot of people want to buy that particular drop that is coming up now. Okay. So we are still on store. We've talked about the latest drop. We've talked about the featured one, which you can check out. But there are ways to get these things cheaper. So if you just look at features featured and you start buying these things expensive, if you have money, you still make money out of it anyway. But me, I look at ads that were listed for a long time, that the price are already coming down now, and I buy and I keep, because I believe that in the future these people are going to stop minting, and when they stop minting, a lot of people will now come, to buy some of these ads. The truth is, 80% of the ads look very nice. They are very, very nice. I'll show you the ones I've been able to collect for this account. I actually have 3 accounts for collecting arts on Vivi. Okay, the brand we've talked about the brands. You could study these brands and know which one actually sells higher. And as I discover them, I'm going to be dropping them on the group for those who are in our mastermind. Okay, the new arrivals are the ones that are actually listed recently. Popular, and these are popular NFTs. Like this Macari, let's look at this Macari. It is uncommon. Let's see how much it is selling for right now. It was actually listed for 13 gem, and currently the lowest price is 15 gem because it is uncommon. Okay, and the date it was listed was on 6th November. So some of these things are pretty cheap. You could buy them and keep. The goal is not for now, it is for the future. Okay, for some of them that are still cheap right now. Selling fast. We have this Bodge Cube. I actually have one of these. It is sold for 40 gem. That's $40. Okay, that is it for store. We go over to the second menu, which is collection. So under collection, you are going to see your own art, the art that you've collected. For this particular account, these are the ones I've been able to collect. The first thing you see is the showroom. The showroom is where you use for show, just like to show people what you've been able to collect. I'm still building my showroom actually. Okay. So there's nothing much there. I just clicked on it to show you how I've been able to create some of the arts that I collected. I've not decorated, I've not added all of them to the showroom. So this is my showroom. It is built with virtual reality. If you look at this particular place here now that I'm clicking on here, you can use it to like enter your showroom. If you look at this, you know how a showroom is supposed to look like a vault. Okay, you look at the vault. You use your these two buttons by the sides, left and right, to like see everything clearly. So this is like a vault. Like if you go to the bank, where these banks keep money, they're built it with iron. So this is like where you store this as because you believe it is expensive and it is valuable. So let us go into my votes. You could lock your vote also. Let us go into my votes. I'm not too good with virtual reality. For people who are too good with it, they could probably do better than me. But I'll just start afresh. Okay. Yes, so this is the vote and I'm entering in now. I'm inside the vote. Let me show you my collections. These are my collection. There's one on the floor. There's this other guy that looks like a Batman. There's this other frame. And there's this Batman guy. I've not finished placing all my arts. So the essence of this vote is for you to place your arts and you could use it to show off to your friends, to people that these are your arts, and any of them could just come, click on any of these arts and see the details of this art, and they could just go and buy it. It's actually possible with OpenSea. On OpenSea, when you go to somebody's art room where he has collections, you could click on it and you see a link to go to OpenSea and you see the price he or she has placed it and you could bid for it there. So that is it for vote. There's a lot of things in this vote. This AR actually means that you could probably scan your environment and look for a surface that you could place your art. You see, it is showing a surface here, and I could just tap on it, and my art it is supposed to show somewhere. Okay, see, that is the vote. So it will just look real, like as if this particular art is in my room right now. Okay, you could just snap it to show off. So for that particular one that looked like what is it called? a picture that you could mount on your wall. If you're very good with this virtual reality, you could probably use some of these things, like put it in your room with VR. You understand? Put it in your room with VR and show off to some of your friends. And if they like it, you give them a link to your store for them to go and buy your NFTs. I hope we are still here.
Yes, sir. We're still here.
Okay,
Yeah, we're with you.
the question should
Yeah,
be answered later. Okay, so that is it for my showroom. You could actually rename it to whatever you want to rename it. Okay, showroom is good for me. You could name it my store, you could name it my vote, you could name it my art collection or whatever it is. Okay, so I think I like their virtual reality, the augmented reality that they built into it, so that in such a way that people could go see your art, live, and they could decide, like any of them and want to buy, and you direct them to how to buy your art from you. Okay, so the next thing there is my collectibles. These are my collectibles for this particular account. Let me click on it. I've not really collected enough because I'm still working on how to fund this particular account. Funding is an issue right now, though I've used all my cards. The cards, my Nigerian cards, I don't use them for arbitrage or any of those. I use them to collect arts. And there's a particular one that I would recommend everyone go and get, which is Access Bank, the premium card. Okay, it has a $2,000 limit right now. You could just use it for art collection and get all these $200 cards, $100 cards, and you can deposit here for collecting your art. So these are the ones I have for this account. As you can see, this USS Enterprise is an uncommon art. It's an uncommon art. Someone is still entering by this time. So it's an uncommon art. Then you look at this Sapphire's Lair, is a rare art. Then Kingo is common. Then Zombie Hunter is common. Bulge Cube is common. As you can see, the highest art I have here is this Sapphire's Lair, which is rare. So for this particular account, before the week runs out, I should be able to get all kinds of arts here. At least I should have one secret rare, one ultra rare, and maybe more rares. Okay, so this is like my biggest collection here for this account. No Time to Die. It's just like an image. Okay, but if you look at the back, you could just rotate it so you see that it was licensed by Vev, and there's actually something here written here. So limited edition digital print. So this is like telling you that this is like an original art, digital art. Okay, and anybody who wants to verify this can verify it on the blockchain. Could verify it on the blockchain. So I can decide to place it for sale. Let me even see if I placed it for sale on the marketplace. Okay, this is not how to even see that. Sorry about that. Okay. You click on that icon that looks like a query icon, and you could see how much this art was listed. The list price for this art was 87 gems. Okay, and the floor price was 55 gems. So I saw it was cheap, and I was able to pick it up. I listed it for sale in the market for $9.9 million actually. Okay, so not because I will sell it for that amount, but so that I will not have any reason to say I am selling it. I'm keeping this for long term. Okay, so these are my collections for now for this particular account. My other accounts, I have some secret rares, some ultra rares. I have 3 accounts actually, and I recommend you do that for yourself. It is not same name. You could just use your family members to do that, those who are not into crypto. But everybody should be into crypto. But mommy and daddy, some of them do not even want to hear something like that. So I registered accounts for them, and I'm also using it for myself. So one account is for scalping. The scalping is if you are able to get some NFTs as at when it was listed, right? You could place them for sale immediately and make some quick profit. Then one account is for long term. Okay, one account is for long term. I do not touch that one. Then the third account is for mid-term. Mid-term in the sense that I could decide to keep the ads for 3 months, 2 months, and if the appreciation is good enough, I can sell them. Okay. We go over to the third one, which is feed. The third menu here, which is feed. I think collection, I'm done with collection, yes. We go over to the third one, which is feed. The app is still slow because of the NFT that is dropping today. So usually you don't need to be going around the app. Just stay in that particular page where the NFT, the drop that is coming. You stay on that page and be watching the count. And once it gets to like 5, 4, you start clicking. 3, 2, 1, you start clicking. You might be lucky to get one. Okay. I've gotten some of them that way because of my internet. My internet is actually faster than the internet in Nigeria. But maybe you should try Airtel. Depending on your location, you should know what works better in your location. So this is like the feed where people come to like talk about their arts, make noise about it. Okay, this one said low mint, good price. Tomorrow it will be more expensive. This particular art was listed for $69. Yes, it's 9 gem. Now is it's selling at 449 gem, and I think it was 2 or 3 days ago that it was listed. So this is where people come to show off their arts and to talk. You understand? Comments, and you could just go over the feeds and you could pick something that you like and buy. But be very careful because a lot of people are going to be hyping a lot of things there, and you could just go and buy more expensive than you could get it. Now the third menu here is the market. The market is actually where you buy and sell if you don't meet up with the drop. Remember, the drop is very super competitive. So immediately the drop is sold out, everybody comes to the marketplace to list them, and people who want to buy can start buying. So if you don't meet up with the drop and you believe in that particular ad, you could go to the marketplace and still buy that ad. One of my friends, the one I told you made 33K plus from one of his ads he bought for 60 gem because he kept that ad for up to 6 months, right? There is this particular ad that was listed 2 days ago that he missed it, and immediately was listed. That ad got to 400 gem. He bought them. He bought 5 of them and kept, because he already have the money to, like, stock these ads for himself. So you could be that kind of collector who do not really care about just picking cheap ads, but picking quality ads over cheap ads. Okay, you could just pick the quality ads like the secret rares and keep for the future. You are guaranteed that this thing is going to make you good money. I'm talking about the secret rares, the ultra rares, secret and ultra rares. If you collect them, those are quality ads, but they are expensive, especially if you don't pick them on the drop dates, but from the market. So this is the market. This is how the market looks like. We have the collectibles, we have the comics, we have the my bid, where that's the auction where you can bid for ads, then the listings and the brand. Now under it we have the new collectibles. These are the new collectibles. These were actually dropped recently, right? Let me check the first one for you, the rare. I click on it. Looks like a car, like a golden car. Now current price for this ad is 375 gem. It was actually listed for 60 gem, and it was listed on 9th November. Just be looking at these details. The first one there is the floor price, which is the lowest price you can get it in the market. And you can see that if you you click on this market, you see there are 533 for sale in the market. If I click on it, you see that the lowest one will be that amount on that details. Let's wait for it to load. Okay, look at it, 395. That's the lowest you can get it. 395. Okay. This FA hash 1788 is actually the numbers for this art. Okay. It's actually the numbers for this art. Each person who gets this art has a particular number for his or her own art that makes it original to him or her. Now the details. Floor price is the current price is selling at. Okay. Owner, tripwire. That is for this particular one. If you want to buy this particular one, the owner is tripwire. You could click on it to see his profile. Some of them can show their collectibles, some don't show. So this particular guy only has 2 collectibles, and I'm sure he picked it from drops. So just these 2 has made him, good money. If he bought $60 and he's selling for $400, that's $800 for something he bought for $120. That is for quick profit within like 2 days. Okay, but we are talking for future. You have to keep this thing for future. Just keep it to the next bull market. Keep some of them to the next bull market, and you'll be shocked at the price of some of those NFTs. Okay, now the edition. They'll show you the edition here. The name of this art is Pizza Planet Truck. The drop date was on 9th November 2021. List price was 60 gems, which I told you 1 gem is equal to $1. The edition type, season, the rarity. I told you there are 5 rarities. One is secret rare, which is the highest. Anytime you get an art that is secret rare, just know it's very expensive. Don't list it for cheap. List it very expensive. Okay. The second one is the ultra rare. The third one is the rare. The fourth one is the uncommon, and the fifth and final one is the common. That is how their prices used to be. Okay. So this rare is the third one, and at least it made this person good money because he bought it for 60 gem and he's selling it for 375 gem, which is good. Okay. Now the license, who licensed this is Disney. This particular thing was licensed by Disney. It is a property, intellectual property. It's a property of Disney, and they work in tandem with Verve to list it here. So you're buying this actually from Disney. The brand is Disney plus Golden Moments, and the series is Pixar. Okay, so you could click on Disney so that you can see their arts. They're actually the ones who made these golden moments. Okay. You know about Disney now, Disneyland. I think it's in the US. Walt Disney. I think he's dead. He had the mind to build a world where parents and children can come and have fun and be happy. And he built it. It's making the family a lot of money right now. So Verve met them and decided to mint some of their arts as collectibles. So initially, some of this money goes to Disney. Then you who now have rights over this art can decide to then place it in the market for whatever price you want to sell. Now, when there is a buyer, remember, market is all about demand and supply. When there is a buyer who comes to bid for this, when the demand meets the supply, sale happens. And once sale happens, you take your own. The platform will take 8.5% commission for helping you close this sale. Okay. So we'll still go back to market. Now, comics are actually cheap. I don't have any comic yet until I finish studying it. I have not finished studying comics. I don't know the future of comics, but I believe in digital collectibles. Okay. I believe in collectibles so much that collectibles are going to do so well. But comics are more like arts, small arts that people write. I think it's all about writing. I've not studied it very well, but they are actually very cheap. They're actually very cheap. If you think your own art, depending on how much you have, is you start collecting comics. Comics you bought for $1 can sell for $20. If you sell for $20, should be that is 20x, which is good profit. So you could buy as many as possible. Because comics are not as competitive as collectibles. Okay. So once I'm done with studying comics, I could give you more info on that. But what I'm collecting currently from Vivi is digital collectibles. Now you could browse the brands. Like I told you, these are super big brands that they partner with, super big brands. And the deal is directly with the brand. It is not like anyhow deal. It is directly with the brand. So when these NFTs are minted and sold, the brand gets the money, like a certain percentage of the money as agreed with Vivi for these acts, and now give you the authenticity and the right to that particular art. So that's how it works. Well, they recommended for you. That is the app recommended for you because maybe so many people are checking them out. So you should probably get some Spider-Man and keep. Now, auction. Auction is also very important. You know why? Because this is where you can get some stocks for cheap, lower than the price. Usually, before somebody will come to auction something, it's probably because he feels the price is not appreciating as he or she wants, and he wants to liquidate his money and get out. Now, look at this particular car here, though it is common. But let us see the details of this car and see if this is a good option for you to be. I'm sorry for the internet. Maybe the next class we will not do it close to the drop time, because I believe it is a drop that is making this app to be slow. Let me do it again. Oh, this app is very slow, super slow. Okay, I'll leave this for the next class. I'll leave this particular one for the next class. So let's go to profile. I think that is it about markets. After auction, we have the items you save. These saved items are like items I want to buy. I'm monitoring them. As you can see, the first one is ultra rare. The second one is rare. The third one is rare. So I'm monitoring these items and waiting for when I could be able to buy them. Okay. Then complete sets. Complete set. By set, we mean that when these NFTs are dropped, they could come in sets. So it's always good if you could get the complete set. Let's say there are like 3 sets, 3 NFTs, 3 different versions of that NFT. Rare, ultra rare, secret rare. If you get the 3 of them, that means you have the complete set for that particular art. So if you can get like complete set, it is good. This one is showing you like how much you could buy this particular art, the complete set of this art, 220 gem. My internet is slow. I would have shown you the details so that you know what is the list price, like how much it was listed when it was minted. Okay, when the drop was, first came to Vive. So if you check it, you will now see whether you are buying it as a very expensive price. If the price you're paying to get it is not too high yet, then you could buy for the future and keep, because these things will just keep going up. You understand? Especially on Vivi. But the good thing is we are all together. I'll keep studying brands and I'll give you like the best brand based on the appreciation in this brand. But what you have to know is that Disney brand the appreciation is very high for Disney brands, especially their golden collection, their new collections, all these arts that has golden colors. They are very, very, the appreciation is like very, very fast for those who have quick profit. And I believe that it will also retain that appreciation for the future. If you're able to get them, it will be very good. Something like this partner status. That's what I mean. It is also, had it been this app is fast enough, I would have, showed you the appreciation as per when it was listed and what it is currently trading at right now. So we'll go over to the profile. If you go to the profile, you see everything about you, the name, the collectibles. Like as you can see, I have 5 collectibles here. The full set, if you have any full set. In this account, I don't have any full set. Followers, if you have followers, it's good to build followers because you could probably advertise your collectibles to them for those who would want to like buy some collectibles from you. Then you look at the wallet, you see the gem you have. As you can see, I have a balance of 38.02 gem. Now you go to profile, you see your details, your bio, everything about you under profile. You could also add collectibles on that profile. My QR code setting, sign out. Now under settings, you should be able to, there's something you need to do under settings. Go to this OMI wallet, and activate it. Like click on it so that it will shine blue like this, which shows you have activated the wallet. That is when you'll be able to see OMI wallet. The good thing about OMI wallet is you could use it to buy gems. So when you click on wallet, that's where you see your gem balance, the OMI wallet, and this particular button that says convert OMI to gem. Okay, convert OMI to gem. I've not been able to convert OMI to gem, but I'll do that this night in one of my accounts. I've actually deposited on BitForex so that I could buy them. But before I could do this training, they said I should wait for 1 hour. So by now, it could have, the 1 hour should have started. I should be able to send the OMI to my wallet to be able to use it to convert the OMI to gem. Okay. Once I do that, I'll show you how that works out. Now, but what you need to know is how do you now fund this? How do you now get this gem? When you click on get gem, you can use Google Pay to get gem. You click on how many gems you want to add. Okay, if you just add, let me say I want to add 10 gem here. The price is 9.99. I click on buy now. Okay, and I already have a card here linked here. As you can see, to get 10 gem now, they are going to plus tax. They are going to charge me $11.14, which is super expensive. That means for the $10 I want to buy, they are charging me $1.14. So if I now want to buy something bigger, let me show you. Let's say I want to buy 1,000 gem. So okay, I think the highest you can buy for particular price is 350 gem. So let's click on buy. Imagine I want to buy $350 worth of gem, and they are charging me $390, which means I'm paying $40.29 in fee. So this is high. That's for Google Pay for you. Okay, but that is like the only way to add money in terms as in with your credit card. So the card that you could use is your Access Bank card, Access Bank Premium card. Just ask them for exclusive card, and they will give you an exclusive card. You have $2,000 limit, and their rate is $4.50 per dollar. That's like an update for those who do not know that. So you could use that to deposit and start collecting gems. You could also get for your friends, for your brothers, for your sisters your parents, and create accounts for them and use for this purpose, just to fund and get these gems. Okay. Another way to make money out of this is for you to be selling gems. You could sell gems to people who need gems. Okay, to your friends who need gems. I know someone who need like any amount of gem you can provide for me now. He can buy it from you. Okay. So we are going to create a marketplace for this gem because of the issue we have with cards, the limitations with our cards. For those who want to get more gems than their cards can afford to get them, then anybody who wants to sell can sell. Okay. So let me click on get gem, show you how this works. Let's say I want to buy $10 worth of this. I click on buy, choose this card because I've already added it. And click on one tap buy. Processing. Google Pay does not actually ask you for OTP and stuff. As you can see, it says payment successful because I have money in that particular account. So automatically it will add this 10 gem, that's $10 to my account. So it says 10 gem purchased, gem wallet balance 48.03. So it has added to my gem. Okay, so that is how to add gem using your card. You just link your card and you could buy. Okay, now let's go over to how to convert OMI. I cannot do this one here because I have not deposited OMI. It's very, very simple. If you go to coinmarketcap.com, coinmarketcap.com, and you search for OMI. OMI is the native coin for this VeVe, OMI. If you search for it, you will see the everything about it here. You click on market and you see where it's currently trading at. It's trading at get.io, at Bitmax, OKEX, and Bitforex. So for those who do not have these accounts, I'm going to drop my referral link so you could use it to open up these accounts, okay, in the group. So that means when you have these accounts and you verify them, you could deposit USDT here, use it to buy OMI, then send this OMI to VeVe here. So it's very simple. You click on send/receive. This is your address. This is your OMI address for receiving. You copy, go to that particular exchange, click on withdraw. That's you want to withdraw your OMI, and you paste this address and follow the instruction, and your OMI will be sent here. So once it is here, this particular button will now open. That is convert OMI to gem. You click on it and you could convert your OMI to gem. Okay. The conversion rate is shown there. I think they say one OMI equal to $0.00679364. So is when I do this, I will now check to see which one is cheaper, whether by using card or by using OMI. I've been using cards since I started collecting on VeVe. Okay, so that is it about VeVe. In conclusion, what I'm just trying to say is that VeVe has some good brands that I believe are going to stand the test of time. And if you look at some of their collectibles, just take your time to go through these things. Look at the secret rares, the ultra rares. Okay, let's look at this particular secret rare. It was listed for $999.99 and it is sold out. I'm supposed to see like your marketplace. It's supposed to be like a marketplace where you could buy this. When was this listed? 17th February. Okay. I think this app is not loading well because you're supposed to see like the marketplace under it. This particular one is a new drop actually that is coming up. I'll do all this screenshot and send to you on in the group. Okay. So, but the good thing is when you look at the ultra rares, the secret rares, you see the price that it is currently selling at, and you marvel at what people have been able to make in this platform. Okay. This platform is not, the app is not working well now. All these things are supposed to show the collectibles that are in the market. Okay. Yes, there's another thing you need to know. I think 1 hour 30 minutes before drop, the marketplace used to close, and 1 hour 30 minutes after drop. Then after that period, they will open it up again. This is to allow them to now bring these ads into the market so that people who distribute this ad to people who were able to get it during the drops. So after that period, when the market opens, people can now decide to now list it in the market for those who were not lucky enough to get to start buying. Okay. So I think that is it for Verve. You just need to know that Verve platform has brought in a lot of brands that I believe is going to stand the test of time. Things like Cartoon Network, things like Disneyland. These are like core artists. You know the kind of art that goes into bringing creating those cartoons, creating those realities that they create, like in Disneyland. I've not gone to Disneyland, but you could just go to YouTube and see what they were able to build there. A lot of artists were involved in making that possible. So these arts, bringing them online now for you to have an ownership into what these people are doing in the digital space, that is a good thing. So all you need to do is to hold it for long, do not sell. If you go to CryptoPunk website, you see that a lot of bids happened, and the people who have these punks do not even want to sell. There's a particular guy that used $1 million, turned it into $11 million on CryptoPunk. That might look small, but that is big money. Like for you to use $1 million, turn it to $11 million. That is like 11x, right? Which might look small for people who do shitcoin. But it is not easy to see someone who is, apart from some crazy guys, who could use that kind of money and put in shitcoins. So NFTs is a relatively safer if you buy the known brands. If you buy the known brands, and some of these known brands are unveiling, they are still bringing in new brands. So we are going to the job is to study these brands, know the ones that appreciate more, which I've told you that the one I've identified is Disney. Disney. If you're able to get secret rare of Disney, hold it. And another thing you need to know is that we are about to enter the bear market. My prediction for bear market is between now and February. Now, when the bear market comes, we are likely going to be in the bear market for 4 years. Within these 4 years, the first 2 years, there will be like a little cooler because there will be halving in 2024. But within this period, if you are able to hold these things for the next bull market, I'm telling you the truth, NFT is going to be super huge. Super huge. You are going to be hearing stories of people who bought things for $60 who are selling them for $1 million, who are selling them for $500,000, just like we saw with CryptoPunks. Because CryptoPunks, we are there. You understand? They were there in 2017 when nobody paid attention. And when the bull market came, there were results for those who believed in it then. So now that you are able to buy these NFTs, some of them, the common ones for 13 gem, some 6 gems, for some 1 gem, some 60 gem. Pay very close attention to them. You could just use your profit and just keep collecting. Keep them in your showroom. Secure your app and leave them for long term. Then, like I told you, have 3 accounts. One you could use for short term. The truth is, if you're able to pick rare, ultra rare, or rare in any drop, you are sure of 100% to 1000%, depending on which one you pick. That is the truth. Like instantly, immediately is listed on the market. You can list yours as the first person as the lowest price, and someone will just pick it up. And sales is actually going on in very, very, very fast. Once you are like the lowest price, people are going to buy it from you within the next maybe 10 minutes. Your art is already sold because a lot of people are buying on Veve app. Okay. Now, finally, how do you cash out? That is where there's problem in Veve now because they are still developing this platform. They do not have a cash out way yet, but they are building it. They are building it to integrate it with their token in such a way that you could just convert this gem to OMI and sell for USDT in the market, just like what is going on in Binance NFT marketplace. But for now, there is still demand for gem. So even if what you have now is 1 million gem and you want me to flip it for you, I can flip it for you within tomorrow. That's the truth, because a lot of people are looking for gem. A lot of people, NFT collectors, are looking for gem. Okay, so if you make profit within this period that there's no yet official way to convert your gem to cash, you could sell your gem to people who want them for collection. That is to use it to collect NFTs. So that is it for now. Pay very close attention to NFTs. We are going to be doing this series every weekend till we cover all the NFT platforms which are listed for you. Some of the big ones like OpenSea, AXS platform, Ultra Rare, Rarity, and Foundation, and so much more. Even Binance. Though Binance, their ads are very expensive, but we are going to, look into all these platforms, collect ads in these platforms, keep some for long term, keep some for mid term, sell some for short term for quick profits. So this is where I'll be closing it for the night. If you have any question, you can ask right now while I check the questions that are asked through the chat. Okay, someone says you can't download the Verve app. I don't know why you can't download it, but it's super easy. I don't know if you use an iPhone or an Android, but I could just direct you to how to do that. Let me share my screen. Just go to Play Store and search for VEVE. Search for it, you see it. Okay, the one that has a Komi in-app purchase. The download is actually 100K plus. Okay, you just click on install and it will install. If your this thing does not install, it means that your Play Store probably you need to clear your Play Store cache. Okay, so, but if you still have problem after this, just screenshot what the problem you're having and send to me. Okay, send it to me so I can be able to help you. Let me check another one. The story do I realized? Okay, that's okay. So is there any other person that has question? Please, can you unmute and ask now? Any question? Sharon, do you have any question? Dedoyin, do you? Uma, Joe, Jerry, Ray, Rich Mind, do you have question? Do you have appraisal? What do you understand today? Can you tell me what you understand by
Yeah,
NFTs?
thank you very much.
Help you.
You already covered my question.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Okay, yes, I can hear
Hello,
you.
sir.
Yes, I can
You
hear
already
you.
covered my question. My question was about how we can deposit and all. So I
Okay.
think you already covered that. Because
Yes,
remember last
so
time I was having issue trying to put in buy gems then.
yes. So let me still talk more about that. For GT Bank sent a memo that their limit now is $200. You could use that $200 to deposit here. Zenny Bank also sent a memo their limit is $200. You could use that to put here. You could bring in Polaris. I think Polaris is $100. And some of these other banks that are small, but the big one is Access Bank Premium Card, exclusive card. Just go get the exclusive card. It used to be $3,000, now it's $2,000. You could use it to deposit. Okay. Then, if anybody who is
Okay.
abroad or who has a way of getting access to cards, like people who are in the UK, in the US, you could use that card, deposit as much as you want. Okay. Now, the second way is using OMI, converting your OMI to
For me.
Gen, which I told you I have not tested that because I've been using card. I have a lot of cards I use actually because I'm not in Nigeria. I also use my Senegalese card to deposit my platforms. So, but the only thing I'll test it this night. So tomorrow I'm going to probably do a short video and drop in the video so you see how that works out. So that is it for that. Any other question? What is how do you see NFTs? Well, this class, how did it help you as it relates to NFT? Please, I want to hear from everyone so we can close.
Hello, sir.
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
I was, can there, yeah, do you have, is there a, like a proof, what do you call it? Like a write up on all of these things so I can read more
Yes,
of them?
yes, I have the PowerPoint, which
Okay.
I'll keep modifying because we just treated just one platform. NFT is huge. We just treated one platform. So as we keep looking into other platforms and collecting these arts, I'll show you all the places I've collected NFTs and kept for the future. Okay. So as we keep doing it, I'll keep modifying this presentation. So at the end of it, I believe that probably within a month we should be able to cover all the platform if we are serious about it. For those who truly want to go deep into these NFTs, you don't really need to put much. Put some of your small, profits into it and forget about it. Have an account that you use for quick profit. Like I told you for Verve, any art you get that is ultra rare, secret rare or rare, you are sure of 100% to 1000% instantly after the drop happens. Okay, so that is for quick profit. But I still tell you the truth. If you can look into that art, if you have conviction that this particular one is going to do well for the future, please put it in your vote and leave it there. Okay, leave it for at least 4 years. But the ones I've made profit on, it did not even take 6 months, and I made good profit from them. And my friend that introduced me to NFTs, though I knew NFT before him, but I didn't pay attention to it. Some of the ones that are giving him $100,000, 30 something $1,000, those particular ones we did not even stay up to 6 months. But right now, a lot of people are coming in and the rush is not as it used to be before. But the truth is, the rush will be reactivated very soon. And I believe during the bear market, when everybody will run away from sports and some of these, the tokens themselves, because they will keep losing people money, except those who know how to use futures to short the market. Okay. So then a lot of people are going to be coming in and be going into NFTs. Then to close the whole thing will now be the next bull market. The next bull market, which I told you should be targeting 4 years from now. Okay. If you don't have patience in this industry, you cannot make good money. You just make money for survivor. That is, if you think you bought car, you bought a Benz, you built your house, those are not achievements in the crypto space. We're talking about achievements like someone using $8,000 to make 5 billion in Shiba Inu. That guy had patience. He bought one stupid coin, as at then, it used to be called a stupid coin, a shit coin, right? And with $8,000, and he kept it till even now, he's just selling it small. That is patience. That is the thing. So if you don't have patience for NFTs, you're just going to make some quick profits you're going to use to buy Benz, and that's it. But we're talking about generational wealth. There's a lot of wealth that is flying around, and we need to have patience to pick them. And I've told you, this industry, this particular niche, NFTs, is one of those places that will make millionaires overnight again in the future. It has done it before. It is still doing it now, but it has not yet started. So don't feel that you are late. Just have patience. So I'll stop here for now. Any other question from you, Adedoyin? Uma, do you have any question? Sean?
No, sir. We don't have a question. Rather, it's just a comment.
Okay.
This is my first encounter with NFT.
Okay.
Because I've previously been hearing people saying NFT, but I never really paid attention to.
Okay.
But now I've really picked interest in it, and hopefully even by tomorrow I'll go into it, God willing. And thank you for this comprehensible presentation.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So Ray, Jerry, and Sean, I think if you have anything to say, you could say now, or we could just we'll continue in the next series. We'll keep doing NFT till we'll cover all the platforms. Okay.
Okay, no problem. I don't really have any question to ask, but I understood everything that was taught, but I'll still go to study about it. And if I have any challenge, I'll get back to you.
Okay. The NFT balance in Binance, you could send me that. You could screenshot or you could just chat me up and let me know what that is all about. We'll study Binance NFT marketplace. Okay, I don't know the one that I'm going to review next, but I would inform the group. It will be like a weekly class till we are done with NFT as a niche. Okay, then we'll enter metaverse. But for now, NFTs. And at the end of the whole thing, I need everyone to at least collect at least one ad, even if you don't have money, one ad in different platforms for the future, for keep. Okay, even if it is the common ones, the ones that you could get for cheap, $1, $13, $20, just like that. Just collect them and keep. Okay. So we'll end here for the night. If you have any further question, you could ask in the group. Thank you all for your time, and I'm sorry that it lasted this long. The next one, hopefully, we won't waste time because we'll just be going into practicals and no theory. Thank you for your time. Have a nice time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Joe.